Welcome back to Philippine History of Architecture. Today's topic, Cordillera Traditional Houses.
Before we proceed with the architecture of Cordillera, let's discuss first about the people, culture, and beliefs of the region.
Indigenous people living uplands of Cordillera region are called Igorots, grouped into a number of ethnic or ethno-linguistic identities such as Kalinga, Apayao or Isneg, Tingian, Buntok, Kankanae, Ibaloy, and Ipugao. They are people with a complex system to beliefs, living simple lives to appease their gods. Their rituals celebrated their daily lives, a good harvest. The basic of Igorot religion is a belief in the spirit world. Animism is found widespread among most primitive tribes. The Igorot believe into the Anito, anthropometric carving symbolizing a rice god or guardian of spirits. Igorot dance believes to heal, worship ancestors and gods, and ensure positive outcomes during war, harvest, and weather. They dance to ward off misfortune, to congregate and socialize, to mark milestones in their life, and to express repressed feelings. Since they reside in mountain ranges, their primary source of living is farming of rice or vegetables, mining, hunting, and fishing. They have a rich tradition of having beautiful, intricate anthropometric and geometric tattoos. Both women and men have these tattoos primarily on the arms and chest region. Tattooing was also considered a sign of rank and power in the Igorot community. Fabric colors mainly red with black, white, yellow, and green accents represents indigenous heritage. Geometric designs are diamonds, triangles, hexagons, and zigzags. Representational designs are the dancing man or woman, stars, leaves, and rice paddies.
Traditional houses of Cordillera.
Kalinga, Isneg or Apayao, Kankanai, Ibaloy, Tingian, Bontok, and Ipugao. For the Kalinga, Binayon or Pinaryon is a traditional house in octagonal layout or plan. For the rectangular one-room house of timber materials is also called the Puroy house for the Kalinga. Thick roofing made from 8 to 10 layers of cut bamboo laid one above the other. An interesting feature of the house is the removable wall panel for ventilation in the elevated floor along the perimeter of the wall that can be used for both for sitting and sleeping purposes. The Balay or Binuron, a traditional house of the Apayao with an elevated rectangular one-roof structure and protected by high-pitched thatch roof that resembles a pointed barrel vault. Interesting features of this house include the removable wall panel, which can be opened during hot season and returned back as a wall during cold days, and removable and washable floor mats placed above a closely spaced wood floor that allows natural ventilation through its floor. The
Kankanai house is called Binangian, single-room dwelling elevated at 1.5 meters from the ground. Underneath the roof and above the hearth is an attic which serves as a granary. Space underneath the house is enclosed. It is used for activities like basket weaving, kitchen utensils making, sewing, cutting firewood.
For the Ibaloy, we have the Bae or Babayan house, an elevated square one-room house of the Kankanai and Ibaloy with 4 thick posts supporting a timber upper floor and steep hip-type roof of pugon grass. The lower end of the roof flared out similar to the roof of the Bontoks and Kalinga houses. Tingian, house is elevated from ground with floors made of wooden boards. Wall boards are ornamented with carvings of eyes, nose, and mouths to form figures of a human faces. Posts and walls are made of wood. Walls are usually with peepholes to allow house occupants to see people or things outside without them being seen. Roofs are made of several layers of rono grass. Under the Bontok, Apong House is a traditional house of the Bontok Mountain Province comprised of perimeter wooden walls enclosed in an open living space and central granaries. It is covered by a steep thick roof that is almost covering the perimeter wall. The Bavaray or village usually consists of ator or men's meeting place, the apung, pabafunan, pangis, chapay, akhamang. For the Ipugao, they call it bale or pale. That's an elevated square and windowless one-room structure dominated by a high, heavy pyramidal roof. The framework is done using hand-hewn timber mortise without nails or hardware. It can be disassembled, moved, and raised again on new site within a day. Hagabi is a bench that provides status symbol for the rich Ipugao due to the cost of construction and the ceremonies involved. Rice terraces. Babel is the settlement of Ipugao community usually comprised of house, bale or pale, and granary built in an area that cannot be irrigated and not following a regular pattern of straight line. Alang is called granary, a building intended primarily as a storehouse for harvest rice grains. Betel palm, an endemic pinnate leaf palm with nut used for medicinal and chewing purposes. Section of a mountain for the rice terraces, we have the Inalan for the public forest, the Hinaog for the forest adopted by the terrace communities, Uma or Kaingin for the Sweden farm, Payo for the stone wall terrace, pond field, Latangan for the residential area, and Magulon for the grassland. Thank you for today and have a good day.